All right, welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Talking with Experience. So, with the heavy noise campaign today, I started to get my headaches again, right? And then, um, just kind of calmed down. So, I'm going to show you guys again how, by hijacking my consciousness, how they send me these subliminal messages, and using either police sirens or call horn in order to engage in that sort of like confirmation and stuff like that, right? So, walk into the kitchen, all right? Because I went to get a glass of water at the microwave, okay? And the focus of me looking over to of the microwave is on the time, right? Before it said, it was a minute ago, it said 3:15. Right, so immediately as I walked in, look in the direction of the microwave, again, focus on the time, right? It was 3:15, and immediately as I did that, they use the car horn, right? So this has happened to me many times, a lot of times. Even when Pam's in the kitchen, she'll walk by me and then she'll automatically also look at the microwave and then she'll look at me, right? And again, it's done in such a way, in such a repetitive manner, that you become you kind of understand what it is that they're doing in terms of hijacking her consciousness, hijacking my consciousness, my kids' consciousness. Again, these are technology being used to manipulate us and to control our minds without us even realizing what is going on. Now, as a TI, you have a, especially if you study what's going on, and not just the uh, technical part of it in terms of the technology and the weapons, but also the psychological part of it, you're better able to explain what it is that's going on, right? Give you guys another example. So, the first video I talk about how they were using when I folding the laundry, right? But before that, okay, I ordered a ring, which is the all-seeing eye of Haru, and when every time I order something that is of comedic, because you have to understand the original meaning of these things, not the version that is given to us by the Europeans, right? Because they'll call it the evil eye. It's not the evil eye. It's the all-seeing eye of Haru. Okay. And why do they call it the all-seeing eye? If you look at how Haru is personified, and again, he's not a god, right? He's just a personification of human nature, of nature itself, right? These are the principles. So his personification is of a human body and the head of a hawk, right? Why? Because the hawk flies of all birds the highest, and its vision can see miles and miles, right? So you can think of today as like the modern satellite. The modern satellite will be the technological representation of the eye of Haru, right? So we know the CIA have satellites, the United States government, and they can, from the satellite, look down and see and even read your license plate number, right? So that would be the technological representation of the eye of Haru, or what the Greeks call Horus, the eye of Horus. Okay, so I hope this is a better understanding, right? And the reason why I got that ring, because I really want to get the Kepler, which is the symbol of the dung beetle with um, the disc, right? Which means that the dung beetle that rolls up the um, you know the the doo doo, right? Okay, rolls up into a ball, right? And again, that ball, you always see that ball, that round ball, you see within the sun, the disc, right? So it ran and it represents also wisdom. So I wanted to get that because again, there's not too many uh, of us who actually have any sort of wisdom, because we are followers, we're believers, right? But when you understand what the Kemetic people did, it's nothing to do with religion, not modern day religion. Everything they did represents the spiritual nature, meaning nature itself and the laws of nature, the laws of physics, in which they created math, chemistry, biology, all these things because they studied nature, right? Geography, architecture, right? That was our spirituality, right? Is our connection with nature and us understanding nature and us learning, developing, creating. That was spirituality to us, not this European version of what spirituality is, right? That you have a personal relationship with God, their God, or their interpretation of what God. Well, that's and God is their language, but ours is nature, nature, the naturus, right? Meaning the aspect, the principles of nature, right? The principles of you, who you are as a human being, right? Our connection with nature, other animals, right? So we say a woman is like a feline cat, right? Because they're able to see the similarities. They're able to see certain natural things that women display, even with cats, felines, right? So this is again, everything that they did had a connection with nature, not one entity or one deity that's in the sky looking around, watching, controlling our lives. No, you can call the U.S. government a security agency your God, or they can call money your God because people worship money, right? The U.S. government can also be the all-seeing eye of Heru because they have the starlights, they have cameras all over the place watching you. Big Brother, they call it, right? So they might be the bad entity, the bad uh, principles, characteristics, right, of what we call a oppressive or repressive regime, even though we're living under the guise of democracy, right? So again, you know how they reinterpret African spirituality is their version, not the African version. What we have to do is understand what the Africans did and how they interpret these things, not the reinterpretation, right? But the original interpretation. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.